Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter probability, and the lessons we're going to cover from the chapter are probability of dependent and independent events, permutations, counting principles, and permutations and combination notation. So let's just start with the first lesson, that is probability of dependent and independent events. So in the last session, we did the independent and independent events, right? So today we're going to start with how we calculate the probability of dependent and independent events, right? Okay, let's start with the example. You pick a card at random. Without putting the first card back, you pick a second card at random. What is the probability of purple and blue? Okay, let's just see if this event is dependent or independent. What do you think? You pick a card at random. Without putting the card back, that means that is the independent. Sorry, hold on. Without putting the card back, you pick a second card at random. That means that is the dependent event. How? First time you pick a card, you have one, two, three, four, 9 options, right? You didn't put the card back. Now you have one less option to select the card, right? So the outcome of the second event is if it will affect the output of outcome of the first event will affect the outcome of the second event. So that is the dependent events, right? Okay, you have to calculate the probability of purple, right? Just calculate the probability of purple. That is the first card you selected. You have 9 options. One, two, three, four, five, six. Six of the cards are purple. That would be 6 out of 9. Got it? The second one is probability of blue. You selected one card. You have now 8 cards. So probability of blue is 3 out of 8. Got it? Now you have to calculate their combined probability, right? You can see the probability of purple is 6 by 9, the probability of blue is 3 by 9. The probability of purple and blue, so you need to multiply both the probabilities, right? 6 by 9 times 3 by 8, that is 18 over 17. And when you calculate the answer in percentage, that is 25. That means there is 25% probability that the first card you select is purple and the second one is the blue. Got it? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, you pick a card at random. Without putting the card back, you pick a second card at random. What is the probability of green and probability of purple? So you didn't put the card back again. That means that is they are the dependent events, right? Okay, you have to calculate the probability of green, that is 1 out of 3. Then probability of purple, you didn't put the card back. You don't have now for the second time, you have just 2 cards, right? So that would be 1 out of 2. So the combined probability of green, probability of purple is 1 by 2 times 1 by 3, and that is 1 over 6. Got it? The correct option is 1 over 6. Okay, you spin the spinner twice. What is the probability of brown and brown? Spinners are always independent, right? When you spin the spinner first time, the probability of brown is 2 out of 4, right? When you spin the spinner for the second time, that is again 2 out of 4. So the probability of brown and brown is 2 over 4 times 2 over 4, that is 4 over 16, and 1 over 4, that is then 25%, right? The correct option is 25%. Got it? The correct option is 25%. You pick a card at random, put it back, and then pick another card at random. What is the probability of prime and prime? First of all, is this dependent or independent? Independent, right? You put the card back. For the first time, you have three options. For the second time, you have three options, right? Okay, you have two prime numbers here, 2 and 3, right? So the probability of prime is 2 over 3. For the same, for the second time, that is exactly same, because you put the card back, you have again three cards. That is the independent. So that is the independent events. 2 by 3 times 2 by 3 is 4 over 9. Option 1 is the correct option. Got it? You pick a marble at random without putting the first marble back. You pick a second marble at random. What is the probability of yellow and probability of yellow? That is the independent event, right? Because you didn't put the marble back. For the first time, the probability of yellow is 2 over 5, right? For the second time, the probability of yellow is you selected one marble already. You are left with 1 over 4, right? So the probability of yellow and yellow is 2 by 5 times 1 over 4, 2 over 20, that is 1 over 10. So the correct option is 1 over 10. Got it? The probability is 1 out of 10. Okay, you spin the spinner twice. What is the probability p less than 6, and what is the factor of 15? Okay, the probability of less than 6. We have two numbers that are less than 6, right? That is 2 out of 4. The probability factor of 15. Factor of 15 is only 5. That would be 1 out of 4. So the probability, combined probability is 2 by 4 times 1 by 4, that is 2 over 16, and 1 out of 8, that would be 12.5%. The correct option is 12.5%. The second option is the correct option, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, right? So if you need more help with the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? The next lesson is permutations. Maria is arranging cheeses in a row on a cheese board. The cheeses she has are Rufford, Colby, and Munster. In how many different orders can Maria arrange them? So she have three types of cheese, right? So she can arrange them in three factorial different orders. 3 factorial means you have to do 3 times 2 times 1. That means she have total 6 ways she can arrange the 3 cheese, right? You can see you have 6 of the options given. To find out how many different orders are possible, use a factorial. Whenever you are given to calculate the different orders, you have to use the factorial. A factorial is a whole number followed by an exclamation point. To evaluate a factorial, multiply all the whole numbers between 1 and the given number. So let's just start with the practice questions. A grocery store wants to place a row of candy at the checkout counter. If the cashier has one box each of four different types of candy, in how many different orders the boxes of candy can be arranged? So which is the correct option? So they have four different types of candy, right? They can do 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. So which is the correct option? Very good. That is 24. The correct option is 24. Marlin is raising chickens in a backyard coop. If he is expecting 5 new chicks to hatch, in how many different orders can they hatch from their eggs? So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 5 factorial, and 5 factorial equals, very good, that is 120. Emily gets to tie dye a shirt at summer camp. She wants to use white, green, purple, and yellow dye on her shirt. In how many different ways can she apply different colors of dye? One, two, three, 4 colors. So which is the correct option? That would be 4 factorial, and that is 24. The correct option is 24. Maria is arranging cheeses in a row on a cheese board. The cheeses she has are Rufford, Colby, and Munster. How many different orders can Maria arrange them? So, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 6. Zachary is getting a pinata for his birthday party. The five children in the party are going to take turns trying to break it open. If each child gets one turn, in how many different orders could the children take turns? So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 120 because 5 factorial equals 120. Where you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just start with the next lesson. And the next lesson is counting principle. Okay, let's just start with the example. Joseph is a camp counselor who takes a group of campers through activity stations where each camper chooses one activity. Today they are going to arts and crafts station where there are five different activities and a sports station where there are four different activities. How many different combinations of activities can a camper do? Okay, hold on. Let me just read again. Today they are going to the arts and crafts station where there are five different activities and the sports station where there are four different activities, right? Okay, so there are five art and craft activities and four sports station activities, right? You have to calculate the total activities. So you have to do 5 times 4. That means the total activities the campers have is 20. The counting principle says that you can multiply the number of choices to find the total number of possibilities. So this is the definition of the counting principle. The counting principle means you have to multiply the number of choices to find the total number of possibilities, right? So let's just start with the test questions. Kirk is filling up a pencil case before school. There are six pens and three pencils to choose from. How many different ways can Kirk fill the pencil case with one of each item? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 3 times 6. You have to multiply the number of choices. So, 3 times 6 makes 18. The correct option is 3 times 6, that makes 18, right? The correct option is 18. Kenji is making an ice cream sandwich. There are two types of sandwich cookies and three types of ice cream to choose from. How many different ice cream sandwiches can Kenji make using exactly one of each item? So, which is the correct option? Yes, she can do 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is 6. That means the total different ice cream choices she have is 6. The correct option is 6. NG is buying a new set of DJ equipment. NG can afford one mixer and one turntable and is trying to decide among three different mixers and five different turntables. How many different set of DJ equipment can NG buy? Yes, 3 times 5 makes 15, right? That means NG can buy 15 different types of DJ equipment. The correct option is 15 choices she have, right? The correct option is 15 sets. Hannah is making a quilt for a friend's new baby. She knows how to sew two quilt patterns and can choose from two color schemes. How many different quilts is it possible for Hannah to sew? Which is the correct option? The correct option is the correct option is 2 times 2, right? That means they have total 4 options. The correct option is 4. The correct option is 4. Dedra is ordering a salad for lunch. There are 10 lettuce mixes to choose from and 2 meats to add. How many different salads can Dedra order? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 10 times 2. She have total 20 options. The correct option is 20. Iron is building a first aid kit. There are two kinds of badges and 9 disinfectants to choose from. How many different first aid kits can Irene make using exactly one of each item? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 2 times 9, that is 18. He have total 18 options. The correct option is 18. Ronald is putting together a business outfit. There are two pairs of pants and eight dress shirts to choose from. How many different outfits can Ronald put together? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 2 times 8. Very good. So that means the total option he have is 16. The correct option is 16. 2 times 8 is 16. Cathy is ordering a sandwich from a deli. There are 7 types of meat to choose from and 2 bread choices. How many different sandwiches can Caddy order? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 2 times 7. That means the total orders are 14 options. So the correct option is 14. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is permutation and combination notations. Let's just start with the lesson permutation and combination notation. Okay, so P is for permutations and C is for combinations, right? Just look at the first example, evaluate CP2. That is, you have to evaluate permutations, right? So when you're going to evaluate the permutations, first you have to evaluate the combinations, right? The combination is 3C2. Here is the formula for the combinations. Let me just write it down on board. Please do not confuse between the permutations and combinations. Okay, permutations is NPR and combination is NCR, right? Just 1 minute. Okay, so NPR equals when you're going to evaluate permutations, that is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. This is the permutation. And when you're going to calculate the combinations, that would be NCR, that is n factorial divided by r factorial and n minus r factorial. That is the combination, right? So permutations is the arrangement of items in which order matters, right? Permutation, that is the arrangement of items in which order matters. That means when you're working on the permutations, the order do matter, right? And combination is the selection of items. Selection of items in which order does not matter, right? That is the arrangement of items and that is the selection of items. So when you are arranging the items, the order matters, and when you are selecting the items, the order does not matter, right? Okay, let's just do practice questions. You have to calculate combination. The question is 3p2. You have to calculate 3p2. You have to calculate the permutation. right? 3p2, that is 3 factorial divided by 3 minus 2 factorial. 3 minus 2 is 1, so 3 factorial is 6. And when you are going to combinations, 3c2, 3 factorial, 3 minus 2 factorial, and 2 factorial, that is 6 over 2, that is 3, right? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay. Evaluate 5p2. You have to calculate the permutations, right? Permutations is 5p2 is 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 2 factorial. So that is 5, 4, 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial. 3 and 3 factorial got cancelled out, and 5 times 4 is 20. So the correct option is 20, right? So the correct option is 20. The next one is you have to evaluate combinations. That would be 7 factorial, 7 minus 2 factorial, and 2 factorial. So that would be 7, 6, 5 factorial. That is 7 minus 2 is 5 factorial, and 2 factorial is 2. 5 factorial cancel out. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6. 7 times 3 is 21. So the correct option is 21, right? That means 7c2 is 21, right? The correct option is 21. The next one is 3p2, which is the correct option. The correct option is 6. The correct option is 6. 4p3, which is the correct option. The correct option is 24, right? That is 24. Six C2, which is the correct option. The correct option is 16. Very good. The correct option is 16. 15? Oh, yes, it is 15. The next one is 7C2, which is the correct option. The correct option is 21. It is. The correct option is 21. Okay, 4P2, which is the correct option. The correct option is 12. It is. The correct option is 12. 5C2, which is the correct option. The correct option is, yes, it is 10. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we are working on grade 9 math. The lesson we are working on the chapter probability, and the lessons we have covered today are permutations, probability of independent and dependent events, permutations, counting principles, and permutation and combination notation. So we are done with the chapter probability. Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, no questions, no questions. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.